Hey, good Friday morning, guys. Thanks for logging on to BAMWX.com. Meteorologist Ed Valley here with a special Zone 2 and 4 video update. And we're taking a look at a very busy radar this morning. And we're noticing a couple things. We're noticing a strong cold front moving down from the south and west. That's bringing in much cooler air in behind it. And notice we also have this little spin in the atmosphere here. That's what's left of Tropical Storm Cindy, and that's kind of moving up like this. And these two features are going to merge together, and that's going to provide a very heavy rainfall threat across the Ohio Valley, especially across southern portions of the Ohio Valley. So not necessarily in our area, but if you have any plans down in this region here, certainly a very active day today with plentiful showers and thunderstorms, maybe even an isolated tornado on the east side of this tropical remnant low. But the big story across our region is definitely the drier and cooler air moving on in as we move through the day today and especially into the weekend and early next week. And I'll time it out here for you on the latest high resolution NAM model. And you notice here by about 8 a.m. Central Time, like I said, we have this active radar ongoing. And as we move through the morning, notice the remnants of Cindy here kind of move up along the Ohio River, and that will lead to very heavy rain, but mostly off to our south and east. Certainly portions of central and north central Indiana may get in on some of this activity, as well as northwestern Ohio as we head through the mid-afternoon. This is 3 p.m. But we notice a lot of Illinois, northwestern portions of Indiana, southwestern Michigan, all in the clear as that cooler and drier air moves on in. So that's kind of the theme as we move into the weekend, is cooler and drier. And by cooler, I mean refreshing for this time of year. Temperatures into the 70s, low humidity, really, really nice weather for late June. Now, here's the radar. I'm going to just show it to you, but really, there's really no reason to show it. It's going to be a beautiful day, perhaps a spotty shower. As is typical with these, cooler domes of air aloft, we might get a popcorn shower or storm. But overall, it's looking like a pretty nice weekend here, guys. Looking at total precipitation through this event, notice for the most part, it's, not much, outside of what's falling this morning. I mean, right now, everything in northwestern Illinois has already fallen. Some additional heavy rains possible in northern portions of Indiana, on the order of 1 to 3 inches locally, up to that 3-inch amount. It's going to be spotty, and you can kind of get an idea looking back at the radar how we're talking about how spotty it is. Notice, there's kind of these streams of heavier precipitation. So it's going to be a localized event if you see, 3.5 inches of rain, but certainly a widespread 1 to 2 inches is on the table here. But as we move into next week, I wanted to show you a couple things. Starting off here with the upper pattern, we notice that we have this big trough of low pressure moving in, denoted by the blue colors here. And as that kind of reinforces itself here through the weekend, that's going to, again, really support that cooler air mass, as well as pretty nice conditions overall. I mean, we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall this weekend. Taking a look at temperatures here today, again, where we get some sun this afternoon, we're probably into the low 80s, but lower in humidity for sure. Then tomorrow, look at this, low or upper 60s to middle 70s, depending on your location. A very nice day, chilly for this time of the year. Likewise here on Sunday, upper 60s to low 70s region wide. Same thing on Monday. And our average for this time of the year is into the low 80s during the day, and overnight lows are likely going to be down into the upper 40s and low 50s into next week as well. So definitely a very refreshing air mass here. And we notice by the time we get towards about Wednesday, we're going to start noticing this upper trough move off to the east. And as that happens, notice we pop a little ridge here by Wednesday. See that? See this orange? And as that happens, we're going to start seeing a return flow out of the southwest, and that'll warm things up. Here we go by Wednesday. Notice 90s in central Illinois, 70s and 80s for the rest of the region here. And as that happens, we're likely going to see some showers and thunderstorms. Here we go. This is valid Wednesday afternoon. Notice we have a little ridge popping here and some southwest flow, and that will lead to some spotty showers and thunderstorms across the entire region as we get into late Wednesday and especially, I think, into Thursday. Notice here this little boundary kind of hangs out. So Wednesday, Thursday is certainly the next chance for rain, and that may linger into Friday here as well as we get another system riding along that front. Here we go by Saturday, a fairly stout system moving into the upper Midwest. So definitely a more active pattern coming. And with that system, ahead of it, late week, we're in the 80s. But then over the weekend, notice here by Friday and into Saturday here, much cooler, 70s region-wide. So the overall theme is cool to start the week, maybe warmer to end the week, and then a cooler shot of air coming in for the end of the week. Taking a sneak peek at the 4th of July weekend, look at this, 60s and 70s region-wide. So definitely a refreshing air mass for the most part, especially for this time of the year. Taking a look quickly at winds, today gusting 20 to 30 miles an hour region-wide. Tomorrow, same thing. As we get into Sunday, same thing, 20 to 30 miles an hour. And as we get into the beginning of next week, again, 20 to 30 miles an hour, give or take. And then as we get into Tuesday, I think that's the lowest wind day over the next 5 to 6 days, only gusting maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. Really quick, just wanted to show you week 2 temperatures and precipitation anomalies. Week 2 precipitation, certainly a very wet signal here. 150 to 250% of the normal precipitation. Taking a look at temperatures, like I said, we're going to be pretty chilly overall, especially the farther north and west you go. Notice across the upper Midwest, 5 to 10 degrees below normal. Locally, probably -2 to maybe +2 or so. So definitely a more active and cooler to seasonable pattern certainly on the table here as we move through next week and even into the week prior. That's all I got for today. Have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, enjoy your day.